football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To go. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll throw that time, able to knock that pass away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his
His throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 22 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get. From starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take him out to dinner.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14. Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Going deep for Walker. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Godwin, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Jaguars 8.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Here's Tate to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars 8.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Here's Mostert. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6. To the center of the field, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for Janovich. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by England. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. And that throw behind his man. He missed him incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays, this time 18 more and a first down. Bridgewater again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for two. To the air again with Bridgewater. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jaguars 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Here's Tate to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get them back for the half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away to second down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keenan Allen. 5 seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. If you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your pocket, doesn't it?
What is he going to try to run it in? And he is in the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Tate to return. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. Halftime report, Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Tate to return. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Parker the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Look at the rocket, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe. And this return is going to be hunted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Lindsey going to try to run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Raiders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down, Mostert, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
36-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Godwin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 3. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. David Onyemata gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, fighting off the defender. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, it's picked.
As most teams do, in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Bridgewater on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's got him in, complete. 33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be second down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Raiders. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
38. Raiders 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Las Vegas.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Bridgewater looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jaguars.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And 2.
He's back to throw. That's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mostert. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. Didn't go in. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Jaguars 44.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score.
On both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, Let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.